All right, how's it going, guys? Back again for another tackle grab unboxing. This is for the month of March. Some good news around my end is we had a really warm day yesterday, high 50s, and it rained all day. So I haven't gone out yet, but head off today. So probably gonna go lake hop and see if anything's iced out, and if it's not fully iced out, maybe half a lake, so I could at least chuck a lure in the water. I mean, right now I'm actually going through my rods and reels and respooling and degunking and all that lovely stuff. But nonetheless, I've already looked at the box. I tend to open the box just so I have a better understanding of what's in it before I do the video, so that I can explain a little better what's in there. Because some of the stuff I know really well, and some of the stuff I've never heard of, and I like doing the research on it just to be a little more informative for you guys. And starting next month, I will be doing my own challenge videos for these boxes, so stay tuned for that. Also, I'm probably going to do some tackle videos of just some stuff I have, but I'm still organizing, so that'll be coming in the future. And maybe some lakes will be unfrozen and there'll be a fishing video this weekend. It just depends on what's available. If not, I'll probably be able to break through in April sometime. But without further ado, let's get this box opened up and show you what's inside. Now, the very first lure I already took out of the package just for comparison, but it's a Sebile Magic Swimmer. This is in the pearl color, and I really like this bait a lot. I actually own one already, which I'm going to show you in a minute. But this has got a pearl white color. If you can see it, it's got some real nice shine, some speck in there. And it comes in different sizes. I believe it comes in 4 sizes. This is a 110 fast sink. I think it comes in a 125, and I think there's one size above that and one size below this one. Nonetheless, it's got a really nice action in the water. I haven't fished it enough to really be successful with it, but I can guarantee you it'll catch fish. I mean, I have chucked it around in tournaments, late in tournaments just for fun, and it swims really nice. And I mean, it's proven, so it's a good lure to have. Pearl's a decent color for where I live. I actually own, I'll show you this one. It's like a shiner color with a prism on it, with a brown gold back, because up here in New Jersey we don't really get shad. I mean, there's shad in the Delaware and there's a shad run and whatnots, but it's not really a main forage throughout the year. Pretty much we have herring, shiners, bluegills, perch, crappie, that kind of thing. But it's a great bait. I can't wait to use it this year. I'll definitely be doing a video, maybe not on it exactly, but it will be tied onto my boat at some point in time this year, and we'll catch some fish on it for sure. Next bait is a Canon Lures, basically a lipless crankbait. It doesn't really have much information. It's out of LA, California. It is made in China. I'm not a huge fan of that, but that's just the way things are going these days. So what we have is your typical lipless crank rattle trap style bait. It's got a very similar shape. I actually pulled some out to the original, the rattle trap. As you can see, it's got a similar shape, definitely a smaller profile. The other cool, neat thing about it is, I mean, the paint job's okay. It's a very natural, matte, very, simple paint job, which is fine with me. I mean, these baits I don't really think are there for the paint job. They're there to just make a lot of noise and, push water and all that good stuff. But the real cool deal about this one that's different from all the rest is it's got this cool little fin here, and I was thinking it would be of a soft rubber, kind of like they do with the swim baits, but it's hard. So that kind of concerns me, of that breaking off, but I guess if it breaks off, it's just going to be the same shape as a typical rattle trap. I mean, because like you have like a super spot here, and it's basically the same shape, without the tail, so that's one thing. But it gives it a cool little dimension. As far as sound's concerned, and interestingly enough, it depends on how you shake it. If you shake it left to right, it's a very simple rattle. If you shake it up and down, there's a one knock in here, and basically what it feels like it has an internal chamber, so it'll cast further, but it's got an interesting rattle to it. So that'll be a cool one to try. I mean, if I find any lakes today, I'm definitely gonna you know, try this one out. So we'll see how that guy does. But that's a Canon Lures. I'm just going to call it a lipless crank because it really doesn't have any information. The weight feels, you know, around a 3/8. You know, it doesn't have the flat belly end, so it's going to be hard to yo-yo, because you have like stuff like this, like River to Sea has one, you know, where it's got a real flat bottom. I also like to thank River to Sea, by the way, for field staffing me this past year, and I'll be doing a lot of videos on their products. But you know, so it's kind of not going to stick on the bottom, but with how kind of concave it is, it'll be a real good bait to rip. But I also think that it'll be a good bottom bait to kind of flip back and forth. So should be good. Next is a couple sample packs. Obviously, sorry, before we go any further, you know, you got your sticker, obviously. And then sample packs, we got 2 Gambler sample packs. We got the BB Cricket, and it looks like this little guy. This is a tiny little bait. This seems to me would be a really good bait early in the year. Very subtle movement. I'll definitely throw it on a jig. Maybe a football head or a whew, they stink too. Garlic. Yeah, probably a football head, maybe a flipping jig, I don't know. But you know, nice tiny little profile. This is a 4-pack that you get. I think they come in a 7 or an 8-pack. So that's the third thing. And the final thing that we got, you can't beat these, is just your Gambler ribbon tail worms. Again, they stink to high heaven, but just your simple, straightforward. This is a very compact ribbon tail, I've noticed. See if we can get it in focus. It's got a thick belly here, but it's got a real short body, which is okay for, I like the thick short bodies, because what I'll do with these a lot of times is on spinning gear, I'll rig them Texas rig weightless and I'll skip them. But you know, can't go wrong with that. Finally, we'll go over the prices real quick. You know, I'm not a big fan of this because everywhere is different. But Sebile, they say it's $13.27 for one. That's actually a little low. The big one I got here, I paid $18 for retail, and then on Tackle Warehouse, even the little guys are $14. So you're actually getting a really good deal on that bait. I think maybe just because of the color, it might be a little cheaper, but that's, you know, that's a really good deal for that bait. The Canon Lures is a Dante Vibe, or VIB, and that's $6. It's a 1/2 ounce, 3-inch, 3 to 6 feet sinking. So it's a rip bait, but I'm gonna yo-yo it because I don't care. You know, and they give you the techniques and everything. I always find it funny with the techniques where they say it performs best with a 7.4 to 7.6 rod. I mean, you know, no one's going to buy a 7'4" rod because the only 7'4" rods they make are $300. Next is a Gambler. It's just a 7-inch ribbon tail worm, $235 for a 6-pack. I think they come in 12s typically. You know, so they're $5, not too bad. And then the Gambler BB Cricket is $156. Come on, focus. It's $156 for a 4-pack. I believe they come. It's $2.99. I checked on Tackle Warehouse. I believe it's like $2.99 for a full pack. So I would guess, just with math, it's 7 or 8. But nonetheless, 4 great baits, good value. I definitely will be using these soon. And next month I will be doing some challenge videos, and maybe you'll get another video today. We'll see. Thanks for watching, and if you like the video, feel free to subscribe. If you have any questions about these products or anything else on my channel, feel free to ask, and I'm doing videos on everything, so just let me know. Have a good day and tight lines.